Right now, somewhere in a California data center, an NVIDIA H100 GPU is performing massively parallel computing operations, capable of processing thousands of vector operations simultaneously. Meanwhile, a Chinese startup is desperately searching for workarounds to American sanctions, and a Russian minister is asking, how do we build technological capacity when we can't access the most advanced chips? Imagine a world where a single company holds the keys to artificial intelligence, a company shaping tomorrow's technology and already influencing global geopolitics. That company is NVIDIA, and the man behind it, Jensen Huang, might be redrawing the global balance of power. But how did a company founded in a California garage in 1993 come to control an estimated 86 to 92% of the AI GPU market by 2025? And why are superpowers treating its chips like strategic weapons? Let's find out. The AI era doesn't rest solely on brilliant algorithms or billions of dollars invested. It rests on silicon, on raw computing power. GPUs, graphics processing units, are the brains of modern AI. A single NVIDIA H100 generates more processing power than 500 traditional CPUs, and NVIDIA is today's undisputed master of these chips. Here's the reality. In 2024-2025, controlling high-performance GPUs means controlling advanced AI innovation. And according to geopolitical analysts and policymakers, this capability will have major military, economic, and technological implications. It's not an absolute certainty. It's a recognized strategic issue across multiple powers. Take OpenAI. ChatGPT runs on thousands of NVIDIA GPUs. Google, their Gemini too. Meta, same story. Without NVIDIA, there'd be no AI revolution. There'd be technological chaos. China is building supercomputers, investing an estimated $84 to $98 billion in local AI in 2025, dreaming of technological independence. It's also developing alternatives, like Huawei's Ascend chips. Russia is investing too, though hampered by sanctions. Europe is racing to catch up with its initiatives. But for the most demanding current AI models, the majority rely on NVIDIA or AMD GPUs, with NVIDIA dominating overwhelmingly. And then there's Taiwan. TSMC, the primary foundry manufacturing NVIDIA's most advanced chips, is based in Taipei and dominates the advanced semiconductor segment. Approximately 54% of global advanced foundry revenues come from TSMC. A production disruption, even brief, would paralyze the global AI industry. American sanctions on advanced technology exports to China and Russia? NVIDIA is at their core. No GPUs, no sophisticated AI models. No AI models, no technological dominance. That's why this battle is strategic. In this global game, only one question matters. How did NVIDIA and Jensen Huang end up at the absolute center of all this? Jensen Huang isn't an ordinary CEO. He's a visionary who sensed the future 15 years before everyone else. Born in Taipei in 1963, son of a chemistry researcher and a nurse, Huang immigrated to the United States at 10. He grew up in Louisiana, went to the University of Oregon, then Stanford. A typical path? Not quite. It's his mindset that set him apart. In 1993, at 30, with Chris Malachowski and Curtis Prime, he co-founded NVIDIA in a small San Jose office. Their mission? Democratize graphics capabilities for video games. At the time, NVIDIA was just one of dozens of graphics startups. Intel dominated. They were ignored. Investors asked, why specialized graphics cards when CPUs are enough? But Huang saw further. He had an intuition many didn't understand. GPUs wouldn't just serve entertainment. They'd be parallel, massively parallel. And the future was parallelism. For 15 years, nobody really believed him. NVIDIA sold graphics cards. Cool, but niche. Then came 2012, the pivotal year. Geoffrey Hinton and his colleagues trained a neural network on NVIDIA GPUs and won the ImageNet competition by a stunning margin, reducing error from 41% to 15%. The scientific world stopped cold. How? GPUs. Suddenly, Huang wasn't wrong anymore. He'd simply been 15 years ahead. NVIDIA exploded. In 5 years, the company went from $1 billion in revenue to over $5 billion. At its peak in 2024-2025, its market capitalization reached historic levels, approaching $3 trillion in early 2025, placing it among the world's largest market caps, along with Apple and Microsoft. Though this valuation remains volatile depending on market conditions and tech announcements. Huang transformed NVIDIA radically. He invented CUDA, a revolutionary programming platform making GPUs accessible to developers. Meanwhile, he accumulated strategic partnerships: MIT, Caltech, Google Brain, Tesla. He wasn't selling chips anymore. He was selling an ecosystem, an insurmountable digital moat. Today, in the mid-2020s, Huang is wealthy, influential, and more importantly, heard. When he talks about AGI, governments listen. When he envisions restrictions, nations worry. But how did a vision become a strategic weapon?
In 2024-2025, NVIDIA controls an estimated 86 to 92% of the AI accelerator and data center GPU market, according to industry analyst reports and sector specialists like Tech Insights, Morgan Stanley, and IoT Analytics. This dominance is particularly strong in the advanced AI model training segment. Let's be clear. The global GPU market also includes PC graphics cards, video games, and other uses, where market share is less concentrated. But for critical AI, NVIDIA is virtually indispensable. But this isn't just corporate dominance. It's a strategic lever redefining global balances. Factor 1: global infrastructure. Every tech giant, Google, Amazon, Meta, Microsoft, OpenAI, Apple, is building or expanding data centers. All heavily use NVIDIA GPUs. Google data centers? Custom servers filled with TPUs, but also NVIDIA H100s for flexibility. Amazon Web Services? Their most powerful GPU instances? NVIDIA H100 and A100. OpenAI, an estimated 20,000 plus NVIDIA GPUs, valued at roughly $500 million in hardware alone. Without them, no modern ChatGPT, no advanced Gemini, no recursive AI capable of improving its own models. NVIDIA has created an economic dependency so deep that these giants can't question it without paralyzing their innovation for 3 to 5 years. Factor 2. Software lock-in. CUDA, the inevitable. Imagine you're Intel. You create a revolutionary new GPU chip. Brilliant. But there's a problem. 99% of the world's AI models are coded in CUDA. CUDA is NVIDIA's programming platform. It's optimized, fast, universal. Millions of lines of code depend on it, years of research. To switch to Intel, you'd have to rewrite everything. That would take 2 to 5 years. Meanwhile, your competitors advance. CUDA is a digital moat. That is, a structural competitive advantage, a technological fortress more powerful than any patent. It's a captive ecosystem. Intel knows it. AMD knows it. Google knows it. Nobody can really bypass it quickly. Factor 3. Systemic omnipotence with nuances. NVIDIA doesn't just sell hardware anymore. It manufactures a significant part of today's technological backbone. Quantum computing? Researchers often use NVIDIA GPUs to train their algorithms. Nuclear fusion? ETR? Commonwealth fusion? Simulations on various architectures, including NVIDIA. Autonomous robots? Most use NVIDIA architectures, though not exclusively. Tesla also develops proprietary chips. Biotechnology, drug discovery. NVIDIA GPUs widely used, but alternatives exist as well. Google TPU, AMD MI300. NVIDIA has positioned itself as the default option, but it's not an absolute monopoly. Alternatives exist, though currently less accessible or less optimized. And then there's China. Since 2022, American sanctions ban U.S. companies from exporting the most advanced NVIDIA GPUs to China. The H100 cannot be exported. The A100 strictly limited. This means China, which is investing massively between $84 and $98 billion in local AI, finds itself limited in accessing the most powerful chips. It must improvise with older, less powerful versions, or develop its own alternatives. This is a major strategic handicap, but not complete paralysis. Beijing is investing massively in domestic alternatives. Huawei Ascend, Alibaba, and other initiatives. But none currently match the H100's performance and maturity. That's the real geopolitical problem. Factor 4. Multiplier effect on government decisions. The United States no longer asks, can we dominate AI? The question is, how do we manage global dependence on NVIDIA while maintaining our advantage? It's a question of strategic resilience. And the answer looks like this. Protect NVIDIA from foreign acquisitions. Limit exports of advanced chips to rivals. Invest in domestic alternatives, Intel, Qualcomm. Secure Taiwan and its production capabilities. Influence NVIDIA's innovation decisions through subsidies and partnerships. NVIDIA no longer just makes commercial decisions. Its choices directly affect White House strategy. If NVIDIA controls the GPUs, who controls NVIDIA? And what happens if this dominance falters? November 2022, Joe Biden signs a presidential directive. Immediate effect. Sanctions against China on advanced GPU exports become law. NVIDIA must change its plans. Its biggest potential customers? Access denied. Result? China invests in reverse engineering, local alternatives, workarounds. Huawei develops alternative chips. Alibaba invests. ByteDance, TikTok's owner, becomes a clandestine AI R&D center. but none match the H100's performance and maturity. Meanwhile, Taiwan becomes the central piece in the geopolitical chess game. Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, TSMC, is the foundry making NVIDIA's most advanced chips. 90% of all cutting-edge semiconductors worldwide come from Taiwan. TSMC represents 54% of the island's GDP. If Taiwan falls, or if production stops, even for a week, it's a global economic and technological crisis. Tensions are mounting. China asserts Taiwan is lost territory. The United States reinforces the island's defense. Naval military convoys pass constantly. Rhetoric hardens. Beijing knows this. Washington knows this. Tokyo knows this. And NVIDIA depends on this stability to exist. Seeing this nightmare, Europe decides to act. In 2024, the EU launches the CHIPS Act, 43 billion euros to create an independent European semiconductor industry. Intel receives billions to build factories in Germany, Belgium, Italy. Why? Because depending on NVIDIA, Taiwan, USA-China geopolitics means building your technological future on quicksand. South Korea, 100% dependent on TSMC and NVIDIA for its tech competitiveness, invests in Samsung Foundry, launches its own AI projects. Japan? Same thing. Massive investments in Rapidos, a Japanese foundry. The battle for technological sovereignty has never been more intense, and it's just beginning. But here's the twist. Even if Europe, Japan, or South Korea create technological alternatives, they're arriving 5 to 7 years late. NVIDIA will have advanced. It will have launched 3 chip generations. It will have consolidated CUDA, its ecosystem, its partnerships. Catching NVIDIA isn't impossible, but it's like trying to overtake a constantly accelerating train.
2030, Perspective Scenario. Imagine daily life if AI continues advancing at its current pace, and if adoption hypotheses prove true. You wake up. Potentially your smart home, if you've adopted one, could be managed by AI. This would run on models based on NVIDIA GPUs, or potentially on other emerging architectures. You take an autonomous taxi. Possible, but major technical and regulatory obstacles remain. The system would process data via parallel architectures, currently NVIDIA, but potentially other technologies. At the hospital, AI diagnostics are already in use. By 2030, this could accelerate. In factories, collaborative robotics already learns in real time. This trend will intensify. But, and this is crucial, these scenarios rest on several hypotheses that aren't guaranteed. Rapid adoption, favorable regulation, continued NVIDIA innovation, absence of alternative technological breakthroughs. But here's an open question. Will today's GPUs be enough tomorrow? Training GPT-4 consumed approximately 50,000 H100 GPUs over several months, according to certain estimates. Energy costs were major. A single AI data center consumes as much electricity as a small city. If we want to train artificial general intelligence, and that's a big if, as debates exist about feasibility, timelines, and even AGI's definition, computing needs could increase dramatically. Some researchers and entrepreneurs mention very high figures, but these projections are highly speculative. NVIDIA understands this. Huang talks about the post-GPU, neuromorphic architectures, hybrid quantum computing, integrated photonics. But again, these emerging technologies aren't guaranteed, and their mass deployment timelines remain uncertain. The next generation of NVIDIA chips won't resemble classic GPUs. They'll be closer to technological science fiction. And the geopolitical stakes? They'll explode. Because the nation capable of creating this next technology, assisted AGI or superintelligence, will dominate the 22nd century. The United States invests $100 billion in federal AI. China, estimated between $84 and $98 billion in 2025. The EU launches its sovereign AI initiative. Nobody's abandoning this race. NVIDIA will be there, central, inevitable. But, and this is crucial, a startup, a government, or a new technology could redefine the rules of the game. Classical quantum computing could change everything. Integrated photonics? Maybe. A chip designed by AI itself? Certainly. Jensen Huang knows this. That's why he invests in these fields, acquires startups, funds research. He anticipates the future and builds tomorrow. But predicting the future is dangerous. Many variables exist. The question becomes, can NVIDIA remain dominant indefinitely? Or does the future belong to whoever can reinvent technology faster than NVIDIA can adapt? A small company founded in a California garage in 1993 with a vision almost nobody understood has managed to become the primary technological lever of the AI segment for now. NVIDIA doesn't just sell silicon chips anymore, it sells privileged access to large-scale AI development. And Jensen Huang? He's not an ordinary CEO. He's a visionary who saw the revolution before it arrived and structured partnerships so this revolution passes primarily through him. But the game isn't over. The AI race is accelerating, and major uncertainties exist. Here are the real questions. How long can NVIDIA remain dominant? Its market share may stay strong, but it's not guaranteed. Can it anticipate technological transformations? Maybe. But a completely new architecture, quantum, photonic, neuromorphic, could change things faster than we think. Can it navigate geopolitics? Sanctions against China, Taiwan tensions, European initiatives, all this will intensify. NVIDIA will need to be both American and global. It's a fragile and potentially impossible balance. Future regulations could also constrain it. And, most importantly, which player can rewrite the game's rules? Maybe a startup we're ignoring today in Israel, South Korea, or elsewhere. Maybe China, through massive investments and reverse engineering, catches up faster than we think. Maybe open-source GPU initiatives, open-source competing projects gain ground. Or maybe the real winner will be whoever understands that the future isn't silicon, but energy, software, or geopolitical governance. Or maybe NVIDIA continues dominating simply because it innovates faster than its competitors. That's also a plausible scenario. One thing is certain, technology's future is being decided now. And for now, in 2025, NVIDIA plays a central role. But for how long and under what conditions? Nobody can really say. This is one of the 21st century's most complex questions. If you want to follow this technological and geopolitical race in real time, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. We'll publish more investigations on AI, tech geopolitics, and the companies shaping our future. See you soon.